When you are lonely, Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna, Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I do share with you my perspective on different topics. You know, today I got to thinking about lonely people often make mistakes picking relationships. And it can lead them down roads that they probably don't want to end up going. But they do it because of loneliness. And I got to thinking about different people that I've met along the way. And I remember they were in positions of being lonely. And I think most people have been lonely in their life at one point or another. Maybe they've moved away somewhere and they don't know anyone. Or maybe they're having a more difficult and challenging time getting to know people. You know, one of the things that I believe is that people often think other people have more friends than they really do. And some people do, but often the people that have a lot of friends are not too particular about the friends that they have. People that tend to have less friends tend to be more particular about who they let into their life up close and personal. Having an acquaintance is a lot different than having a friendship. A friendship gets real close to you on a personal level. Acquaintance is more a superficial relationship, which both can have its definite benefits. Okay, both are great in our lives. And yet the wrong friends are usually not great in our lives. And often out of loneliness, people are vulnerable. They let themselves be vulnerable. But a smart, lonely person realizes that they are vulnerable and that they don't pick from people that they know that when they weren't vulnerable, that they would not pick from. There are people out there that prey on vulnerable people financially, emotionally, steer them in the wrong direction, convince them of things that really aren't right for their life, all kinds of situations. Lonely people tend to, not all, but some lonely people tend to go in directions and make choices and decisions that are not good for their life, simply out of loneliness. They pick people, wrong partners, wrong romantic partners, wrong friendships, wrong associations. I guess you could even be lonely for a job, and pick the wrong job for yourself. When we come from a position of strength, we tend to make better decisions. And if we recognize that we're lonely and we understand that, then we can become more aware of our choices and what not to choose during that time and what to be willing to wait for. Loneliness can happen to anyone. So someone who's lonely should not feel like they're the only one in the world. I think everyone has experienced loneliness, including me in my life. I remember early on moving to California. I was, like 19 years old, living out there, and I really didn't know anybody, and I felt very lonely, and it put me in a vulnerable position, and yet I knew to stay away from certain people. And so if you're lonely, make smart decisions in your relationships and who you choose for relationships. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.